Okay, so let's get started with our practice. And I want you to consider that this is a practice where we are considering our Sankalpa. We are considering what's in my heart. And again, I'm going to repeat, as you move through your asana practice today, you're going to be asking yourself these questions. What do I crave? What do I want? What do I need? What do I desire in my heart? What does my body tell me? What does my heart say? And after your asana practice, you're going to want to kind of combine all of that into one solid goal. Oh, I want this. All right. So, and then we will use all of our senses to manifest that. Okay. Ooh, so exciting. Okay, let's get started. So we are going to do a nice flow tonight. I do want to move a little bit slower so that we remember all of these questions that we're asking ourselves, and pay attention again to your body. How does your body feel? Your body never lies. Remember, you always have consciousness in yourselves. So let's get started. We're going to come to a crawling position on the mat. All right, so coming into a crawling position, good. Dropping the belly and opening up the heart. And then releasing back and rounding. And coming back up, dropping the belly, opening the heart. And then round and release back. And one more time, coming up, opening the chest, and then rounding and release back. And what we want to do is we want to open up the body. We want energy to flow. Come back up. We want to remove tension, remove blocks, round and release back. And the reason why we want to do that is so that we identify easily what's in our heart, what's in our heart's desire. Okay, and so now we're going to come into down dog and stepping forward with the right leg. So you're just going into a lunge, nice and strong. And we're going to release back into down dog. Drop back down onto your knees and shift back. Hold it there. Hold it there. Think about your intention. Okay, good. And then from there, come back up into down dog. Left leg is going to step forward, lunge, and holding it there. Nice and strong again. And then stepping back, down dog. Drop back down onto your knees and shift back. Pause there. And remember, our breath is moving in and out of the nose, so it's always breathing through the nose, not out of the mouth. So nostril breath. Coming back up, down dog. So we're going to gradually keep adding. Right leg steps forward, lunge. And then you're going to keep the left hand on the ground, rotate. Breathe into your side body. Remembering we want to remove anytime you're feeling tension, breathe into it, create opening. And the more we can get energy flowing, the more space there is, and the easier it is to relax the body And then plant that seed of intention. And then releasing and stepping back. Down dog. Drop down onto your knees. Going back into extended prayer again. Coming back up, down dog. Stepping the left leg forward, high lunge. And then opening up, rotating to the side and breathing into your rib cage. Swinging the arm around and stepping back, down dog. Drop down onto your knees and release back. And then shifting forward, we're going to come all the way forward and then lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. And take it back, down dog. Right leg forward, lunge. This time we're going to drop the knee. Open up the front of the hip, releasing any tension out of the hip, coming up a little bit higher if you can. Dropping that left hand to the ground, turning the torso, reaching up again. Staying on the back knee. But then we're going to lift. So curl your toes under and lift. Swing the arm around and step back, down dog. Drop down onto your knees. Release back. Come forward. Coming into plank this time and then lower. You can stay on your knees if you need to. Lift up Bhujanasana. And then take it back, down dog. Leg forward, dropping the knee. So it's a nice opening for the hips. See if you can come up a little bit higher. And then the right hand comes to the ground and then open up. So the knees on the ground to start. Then curl your toes under and lift. Swing the arm around and step back, down dog. Drop down onto your knees, release back. Come back up, shift forward, plank, lower. Lift. Back, down dog. Right leg steps forward, warrior one, reach up. Release down, step back, plank. Lower, lift, back, down dog, left leg forward, warrior one, lift, up, and then release. Step back, lower, up, down dog, right leg forward, warrior two, open up. Swing the back arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog, left leg forward, warrior two, open up. Swing the back arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Right leg forward, Trikonasana. Use a block if you need to. Open up. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog, left leg forward, Trikonasana. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Right leg forward, warrior two again. And then adding Parsvottanasana, either modified or using a block or the hand goes to the ground. Reach. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Left leg forward, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two again. Dropping into Parsvottanasana, modified, or the hand can come down onto a block or on the ground. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Right leg forward, Trikonasana. Open up. And then releasing the upper arm, turn your head, look at the big toe, reach out, and if you're using a block, you take it with you. Lift your back leg up, super strong, both legs. Activate, then release your arm, turn your head and look to the side if you feel stable. And then release. Back into Trikonasana. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Left leg steps forward, Trikonasana. Again, you can use a block or your hand can be at the shin. Turn your head, look at your big toe, release your arm, step forward, lift your leg up, release your arm. And if you feel stable, turn your head and look to the side. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Then slowly lowering back into Trikonasana. Lean back, you guys. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, and then back into child's pose, release. Okay, so that part was a little bit more of an active part of class. And so things might have come up to the surface as a result. What's going on with your body? It's feeling stiff. And what does stiffness reflect? Do you have pain? And what does pain reflect? Right? Do you have instability? Or do you have strength? Are you feeling open, strong today? Whatever it is that's happening in your body, listen and connect to the consciousness of your tissues, of your body.
Completely relax, completely soften. That means let go of your arms.
Good. And then from there, we're going to come into down dog. And then stepping forward with the right leg, we're going to turn to the side, drop down to the right. So there is a bend here in the knee, and the left leg is extended straight. Opening up the groin, opening up the inner thigh, and then lifting, coming up. Your hands are in the center. Turn your toes in and your heels out. Drop your head down. And then see if you can bring your arms up off the back, interlace. Lift the arms off the back. And then releasing those arms. And we're going to shift over now to the left side. Shifting to the left. So the right leg is straight. Bent in that left knee. Keep the foot flat. So sometimes there's a tendency for the heel to come up on the left foot. You want to readjust your stance so that that doesn't happen. Breathe into the groin. Breathe into the inner thigh. And then coming up, coming back to the center, turning your toes in again, and walking your hands further back. So the fingertips are facing the same direction as your toes. Drop the heel of your hand and drop your head. Elbows press in. All right, and then we're going to actually rotate to the right side. You're going into a lunge, dropping the back knee to come up. And you continue to turn that body, drop down and bring your hands together. Now I want you to, instead of collapsing the torso down towards that right leg, you're going to push the hands together and lift up. Breathe into your rib cage and see if you could shift your hips forward. Breathe into your rib cage. And then releasing. Come back up into that lunge, and then we shift back to the center. Go to the other side. You're in a lunge. Drop the knee. Lift up. And again, we're going to turn, rotate. Hook the elbow. Press the hands. Watch out for collapsing. Lift, 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 lift that torso. Lean back. Shift your hips forward. Breathe into your rib cage. Hold it there. Good. So good, you guys. Stay lifted. That's great. Out of that. Oh, gosh. We're going to go back into lunge, rotate back to the center. So we're going to turn the toes out now, heels in, toes out. Drop your butt down. Bring one hand up and then the other. So you're coming into like a squat. Okay, so you're coming into a squat. And just turn so we can all look at each other. Good. And then we want to move to the right side. So you're going to shift to one side, shift and rotate. So you're going to rotate, keep rotating. And then the reason why we're doing this is because I want you to breathe. So if this isn't working for you and it's too awkward, you can do it like this with the hands here and draw the elbows in. Draw that left elbow into the right side and then breathe. Or you can do it like this. Either one, but you're breathing into the ribs. What we want to do is release and dissolve anything that might be stuck in the body, and then release and go to the other side. So you're either going to shift over like this, or you have the hands on the thigh and you drop that right shoulder down. Breathe into your ribs. And then coming to the center, dropping down. So we're going to drop the butt and lift the chest, drop down. Good. And then opening up the arms, reach. And we're going to adding a lateral movement. So you drop to the right side, one arm drops, and you stay low in your squat, open. Oh, Patty's getting warm. She's taking her clothes off. And then come back up, reach, stay in that squat, you guys. Go lower, go to the other side. Yay, yay, yay. Open that side body, breathe into your ribs. Good, come out of the squat this time. And you are going to turn the left heel and we're going to drop, but it's a lateral opening again. You do want to drop the hand down. So there's a bowing. Now you want to open up the chest though. So you're rounding that torso, breathe into your ribs. And then coming back up. And we go to the other side. So turning that right heel out, lower, reaching the upper arm alongside the ear, and then it drops down. So push up through your ribs and then breathe. Good, and then releasing, you're gonna open back up, turning both heels out. So turn them out. All right, right arm is gonna come across. So we're gonna move to the left side and hold it there, open. Keep evening out your hips. And then coming up and go to the other side. And open. Good, and then we come back up. And now we're going to turn and go into a lunge. So you can either pop the heel up behind you, or you can keep it down. If you keep it down, it's more challenging. And then we revolve. You're either going to hook the elbow or open arm and then reach. So it's another rotation. If you hook the elbow, both hands can come down. So your hands then come into prayer. So if you drop that back heel, that's going to make that pose harder. And then coming back up, and we go to the other side. So your heel is either going to come up or stay down, and you drop and open. So the arm comes up, or you hook the elbow, hand comes in. It's in prayer. Good, and then coming back up, we drop back down into a squat. Open up your arms and release them down onto your thighs. Drop low, low. Good, and then we're gonna lift our heels up. Lift up and hold. Soften everything. Good, release, come up. Open up with the arms, turning your toes in, and we drop down into a fold, but 2 fingers are gonna come around and grab the big toe, pull down. Good, you got it. Relax your head, you guys, relax, let go. Awesome. Shake it out, shake it out. That works. All right, and then we're gonna actually turn and step to the front of our mat. Come back down. We have one more rotation. It's balancing on the feet. The heels might come up, but if that's not stable enough, you can take a blanket, or so you can grab a blanket or a block and throw it under your heels like that. That's fine. It just stabilizes you. And then the hands come up, and then we turn to one side. Oh, my dog thinks that she's going to come and cuddle. It's not cuddle time yet, Marvy. Not yet. Good, and then I'm going to press into a forward fold just to release the legs. So sometimes that's hard on the calves and the Achilles. And then dropping back down, and we're going to go to the other side. Remembering that we are asking ourselves through our practice, what do I want? What does my heart say? What does my body say? Good. And then from there, we're going to take it down. Left leg extends, right leg pulls in. And again, we rotate. Lots of rotations today with the intention of unwinding anything that's stuck in the body. And we're using breath. Breathe into the rib cage. And then taking that leg and stacking the knees and releasing over. Isolated hamstring stretch for the extended leg. All right, and then lifting up. And now the left leg comes in, bent knee, sit up straight and rotate. All right, and then from there, you take that left leg and you stack the knees. So you stack that left knee on top of the extended leg and drop into a fold. Good, and then from there, releasing. And we're going to take it on to the back. Arms are extending out to the sides, legs up. Drop the legs to the right side, then extend the top leg, turn the toes down. So you want to be breathing now into the outer hip. Look to the left side. So I am holding my leg here with the right hand, but I'm dropping my toes. That's internal rotation. And then coming out of that and going to the other side, legs going to the left, extend your right arm out, and then extend the right leg, turn the toes, drop that leg down, reach it up towards the head, look to the right side. Breathe into your hip. Good, and then from there, releasing and drawing your knees in. And we're gonna move in a circle in one direction and move in a circle in the other direction. And then pushing up into bridge. All right, and then releasing down and setting yourself up for Shavasana. And then after Shavasana is when we're going to plant our seed of intention. We want to make sure that we do a really nice, relaxed Shavasana so that you can let the body completely relax. That means that you're going to make sure you're warm. You're going to make sure that you can cover your eyes. Move that body into total stillness so that the mind settles. We want everything to settle. We want to slow everything down in the body, in the emotional body. And relaxing everything. Arms are resting at your side, palms up in a receiving position. Cover your eyes, you guys. All right, and so from there, bring some movement into your fingers and toes. And then gently roll to your right side. We want to move very slowly. So roll to your right side. Take a couple breaths before you come up into a comfortable seated position. And then coming on up into a seated position. All right, so you want to relax your hands on your legs. Relax your hands on your legs for a moment. Close your eyes. And I'm going to repeat what our intention is and what you're trying to do. And if you were not able to really form what it is that you truly want, so there's a lot of people that do not ask themselves that question, what do I want? And so that it can get confusing and kind of muddled up in the mind. And if that is what's going on for you, that's okay. Your intention might be to have clarity. That might be your intention, to be clear. So what you want to do is take a moment again to contemplate within. What did my body tell me in my practice? What is in my heart? What do I crave? What am I drawn to? What do I want? What do I need? And then if you have a clear intention, you want to form that. My intention is to feel abundant. My intention is to have clarity. And I'm going to walk you through a simple sentence and you will fill in the blank. I am blank. I am full. I am clear. I am abundant. I am free. I am at peace. I am, and then fill in the blank, in all areas of my life. I embody this intention, and fill in the blank, whatever it is. I see, I hear, I speak, I listen, I feel, I behave, I perceive with all my senses the Sankalpa of, and fill in the blank. Abundance, confidence, clarity, comfort, laughter, freedom, whatever it is. Take a moment to connect with all of your senses. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? If you were to touch it, what would it feel like? What would it feel like internally? How would you perceive yourself and others and the world? And then how would you move through the world? How would you behave? If this was truly who you are, that you had manifested this out of your heart's desire, how would you move through the world? And bringing your hands together, connecting them to your heart, anchoring in that seed of intention, that Sankalpa. And may you feel at peace, and may you embody that intention so that it grows and the life of that intention moves on its own and manifests. Namaste.